Hey guys, Liz with the Busy Bee here. Today we'll be working on my Freddy the Fox crochet pattern. If you were looking for the full written pattern, you can find it in the links below as well. Be sure to subscribe so that you do not miss out on all the great things coming your way. For today's materials, we'll be needing our yarn. Here I'm using orange for the main color of the fox. We'll be needing white for our chest piece, nose, face, and ends of our tail. We'll also be needing brown for his paws, nose, and legs. We'll be needing light tan for the center of his ears, as well as black for his eyes, and your color of choice for the color in his eyes. Here I used brown, and your color of choice for his scarf as well. For our crochet hook, we're using a size 4mm or a G6. You'll also be needing your sewing pins, scissors, yarn needle, stitch marker, and some stuffing. So let's get started. So first we're going to begin by making the white base of his head. So let's get our white colored yarn, our crochet hook, and our stitch marker. For round 1, we're going to make a magic ring of 6 single crochet. So begin with that magic ring, then chain 1, and place 6 single crochet into this magic ring. We can now go ahead and close that magic ring. For round 2, we're going to increase in each of the 6 stitches. So going to that first stitch, we're going to make 2 single crochet. Now repeat this for the remaining 5 stitches. At the end of round 2, we should have 12 single crochet. For round 3, we're going to increase in the first stitch, and then single crochet once in the next stitch. Now repeat this for the remaining 10 stitches. At the end of round 3, we should have 18 single crochet. For round 4, we're going to increase in the first stitch, and then single crochet once in the next 2 stitches. Now repeat this for the remaining 15 stitches. At the end of round 4, we should have 24 single crochet. For round 5, we're going to increase in the first stitch, and then single crochet once in each of the next 3 stitches. Now we're going to repeat this for the remaining 20 stitches. At the end of round 5, we should have 30 single crochet. For round 6, we're going to increase in the first stitch, and then single crochet once in each of the next 4 stitches. Now repeat this for the remaining 25 stitches. At the end of round 6, we should have 36 single crochet. For round 7, we're going to increase in the first stitch, and then single crochet once in each of the next 5 stitches. Now repeat this for the remaining 30 stitches. At the end of round 7, we should have 42 single crochet. For round 8, we're going to increase in the first stitch, and then single crochet once in each of the next 6 stitches. Now repeat this for the remaining 35 stitches. At the end of round 8, we should have 48 single crochet. For round 9, we're going to increase in the first stitch, and then single crochet once in each of the next 7 stitches. Now repeat this for the remaining 40 stitches. At the end of round 9, we should have 54 single crochet. For rounds 10 through 17, we're going to single crochet once in each of the next 54 stitches. Since rounds 10 through 17 are just the same repeating pattern, I will speed up the video here and meet you back when I have completed round 17. So here I'm just completing round 17 and we should still have 54 single crochet. For round 18, we're going to decrease using the first 2 stitches. So going to that first stitch's front loop and then going to that second stitch's front loop, we're going to make a single crochet. Then we're going to single crochet once into each of the next 7 stitches. Now repeat this for the remaining 45 stitches. At the end of round 18, we should have 48 single crochet. For round 19, we're going to decrease using the first 2 stitches. And then single crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. Now repeat this pattern for the remaining 40 stitches. At the end of round 19, we should have 42 single crochet. For round 20, we're going to decrease using the first 2 stitches, and then single crochet once in each of the next 5 stitches. Now repeat this for the remaining 35 stitches. At the end of round 20, we should have 36 single crochet. For round 21, we're going to decrease using the first 2 stitches, and then single crochet once in each of the next 4 stitches. Now repeat this for the remaining 30 stitches. At the end of round 21, we should have 30 single crochet. For round 22, we're going to decrease using the first 2 stitches, and then single crochet once in each of the next 3 stitches. Now repeat this for the remaining 25 stitches. At the end of round 22, we should have 24 single crochet. For round 23, we're going to decrease using the first 2 stitches, and then single crochet once in each of the next 2 stitches. Now repeat this for the remaining 20 stitches. At the end of round 23, we should have 18 single crochet. At this point, we'll stuff the head fully. So now here is the head all stuffed. For round 24, we're going to decrease using the first 2 stitches. And then single crochet once in the next stitch. Now we're going to repeat this pattern for the remaining 15 stitches. At the end of round 24, we should have 12 single crochet. For round 25, we're going to decrease using 2 stitches at a time for each of the 12 stitches. After round 25, we should have 6 single crochet. Now we will fasten off, leaving a tail. Now we will sew this hole closed by going through each of the stitches' front loops. So just weaving our tail into each of those front loops. Now we will pull tight and hide the remaining tail. Now we are done with the base of our head. The next step is going to be making this orange head cap. With our orange colored yarn, we're going to make a magic ring of 6 single crochet. So make the magic ring, then chain 1, and insert 6 single crochet into this magic ring. Now we will pull the magic ring closed. For round 2, we're going to increase into the 6 stitches. At the end of round 2, we should have 12 single crochet. For round 3, we're going to increase using the first stitch, and then single crochet once into the next stitch. Now repeat this for the remaining 10 stitches. At the end of round 3, we should have 18 single crochet. For round 4, we're going to increase in the first stitch, and then single crochet in the next 2 stitches. Now repeat this for the remaining 15 stitches. At the end of round 4, we should have 24 single crochet. For round 5, we're going to increase in the first stitch, and then single crochet once in each of the next 3 stitches. Now repeat this for the remaining 20 stitches. At the end of round 5, we should have 30 single crochet. For round 6, we're going to increase in the first stitch, and then single crochet once in each of the next 4 stitches. Now repeat this for the remaining 25 stitches. At the end of round 6, we should have 36 single crochet. For round 7, we're going to increase in the first stitch, and then single crochet once in each of the next 5 stitches. Now repeat this for the remaining 30 stitches. After round 7, we should have 42 single crochet. For round 8, we're going to increase in the first stitch, and then single crochet once in each of the next 6 stitches. Now repeat this for the remaining 35 stitches. At the end of row 8, we should have 48 single crochet. For round 9, we're going to increase in the first stitch, and then single crochet once in each of the next 7 stitches. Now repeat this for the remaining 40 stitches. At the end of round 9, we should have 54 single crochet. For round 10, we're going to increase in the first stitch, and then single crochet once in each of the next 8 stitches. Now repeat this for the remaining 45 stitches. At the end of round 10, we should have 60 single crochet. For rounds 11 through 13, we're going to single crochet once in each of the 60 stitches. Since rounds 11 through 13 are just a repeating pattern, I'll speed up the video here and meet you back after I've completed round 13. So here I'm just completing round 13 and we should still have 60 single crochet. For round 14, we're going to decrease using the first 2 stitches, and then single crochet once in each of the next 9 stitches. Now repeat this for the next 46 stitches. We will single crochet once in each of these last 3 stitches. At the end of round 14, we should have 54 single crochet. For round 15, we're going to single crochet once into each of the 54 stitches. At the end of round 15, we should still have 54 single crochet. For round 16, we're going to decrease using the first 2 stitches, and then single crochet once into each of the next 8 stitches. Now we will repeat this for the next 52 stitches. We will single crochet once into each of these last 2 stitches. At the end of round 16, we should have 48 single crochet. For round 17 through 19, we're going to single crochet once in each of the 48 stitches. Since round 17 through 19 are just repeating pattern single crochets, I will meet you back when I have completed round 19. Okay, so here I am finishing up round 19, and I still have 48 single crochet. For round 20, we're going to decrease using the first 2 stitches, and then single crochet once in each of the next 7 stitches. Now repeat this for the next 38 stitches. In the last stitch of the round, we will make 1 single crochet. At the end of round 20, we should have 42 single crochet. After this round, we will fasten off, leaving a tail. Now we will sew this head cap onto the base of our head. We will start by placing the base of our head onto the head cap. It should not be inserted onto the base of a head as a hat, but it should go onto the base of the head as if it were a hood. The cap should just cover round 3 of the head. Now we will use the tail we left to sew the 2 pieces together. So here you can sew these 2 pieces together any way you want, just make sure to go into the stitches of both this head cap and the base of the head. Alright, so let's complete this and I'll meet you back here. Okay, so now I'm back at the beginning. I'm just going to make this last stitch and then we can hide the tail. Now we are done sewing the two pieces together. Now we are going to be making the muzzle of the fox. Grabbing our white yarn and our crochet hook, we are going to begin round 1 with a magic ring of 6 single crochet. Now we can close the magic ring. For round 2, we're going to increase in each of the 6 stitches. After round 2, we should have 12 single crochet. For round 3, we're going to increase in the first stitch, and then single crochet once in the next stitch. Now repeat this for the remaining 10 stitches. After round 3, we should have 18 single crochet. For rounds 4 through 7, we're going to single crochet once in each of the 18 stitches. Since we are repeating the pattern of single crochets for rounds 4 through 7, I'm going to speed up here and meet you back at the end of round 7. So now here I am completing round 7 and we should still have 18 single crochet. After this round, we will fasten off, leaving a tail. Now we will sew our muzzle onto the face of our fox. Begin by placing the piece in the center of the head and then lowering it by about 2 to 3 rounds. Now we will pin this in place. Now we will use the tail to sew the muzzle onto the headpiece. So just like we did with the head cap, you can sew this in any way you want. Just make sure to get under both the stitches of the muzzle and the head to secure them together properly. When we only have a few stitches remaining, we can stuff the muzzle fully. Now we can hide the remaining tail. Now that we're done sewing this piece, we will move on to making the facial piece. So with our orange colored yarn, we will make a slip knot and chain 6. For row 2, we're going to be starting from the 3rd chain from the hook. Now we're going to double crochet in each of the 4 chains. For row 3, we're going to chain 2 and turn, and double crochet once in each of the 4 stitches. For row 4, we're going to chain 2 and turn. Now double crochet increase in the first stitch. Then double crochet once in each of the next 2 stitches. Now double crochet increase in the last stitch. For row 5, we're going to chain 2 and turn, and then double crochet once in each of the 6 stitches. For row 6, we will chain 2 and turn, and then double crochet increase in the first stitch. Now double crochet once in each of the next 4 stitches. Now we will double crochet increase in this last stitch. For row 7, we will chain 2 and turn, and double crochet once in each of the next 8 stitches. For row 8, we're going to chain 2 and turn, then double crochet increase in that first stitch. Now double crochet once in each of the next 6 stitches. And double crochet increase in the last stitch. For row 9, we're going to chain 2 and turn, then we're going to double crochet increase in that first stitch, and double crochet in each of the next 8 stitches. Now we will double crochet increase in the last stitch. After this row, we will fasten off, leaving a tail. So now we are going to sew this facial piece onto the rest of our head. Begin by placing it onto the center of the head, where it should just meet the head cap and go over the muzzle a bit. Now we will pin the piece in place. Now use the tail we left to sew the face piece to the head and muzzle. Begin by sewing this piece to the last round of the head cap, so along this edge here. Now we will sew this piece onto the white base of our head along this edge. Now sew the piece to the muzzle along this bottom edge. Now we will sew this last edge to the head. Now we will hide the remaining tails. Now that this piece is sewn, we will move on to making the ears. Now with our orange colored yarn, we're going to make a slip knot and chain 10. For row 2, we're going to be starting from the second chain from the hook, and we're going to single crochet once in each of the 9 chains. For row 3, we will chain 1 and turn. Now we will decrease using the first 2 stitches. Now single crochet once in each of the next 5 stitches. Now decrease using the last 2 stitches. For row 4, we will chain 1 and turn, and then decrease using the first 2 stitches. Now single crochet once in each of the next 3 stitches. Decrease using the last 2 stitches. For row 5, we will chain 1 and turn, and decrease using the first 2 stitches. Now single crochet 1. Decrease using the last 2 stitches. For row 6, we will chain 1 and turn, and then decrease using the first 2 stitches. Now single crochet in the last stitch. For row 7, we will chain 1 and turn, and decrease using the 2 stitches. Now we will single crochet a border around the entire earpiece. So now we're going to single crochet 5 stitches down this side of the ear, going in between each of the rows. Now single crochet 9 stitches down this bottom edge. Now single crochet 5 stitches up this last edge here as well. Slip stitch in that first stitch to end the border. After this row, we will fasten off, leaving a long tail. Now we will repeat this process 3 more times for a total of 4 of these earpieces. Okay, so here I have my 4 pieces. Now we're going to be making this inner earpiece here. Using our light tan color, we're going to make a slip knot and chain 5. Starting in the second chain from the hook, we're going to single crochet once in each of the 4 chains. For row 3, we'll chain 1 and turn. Now decrease using the first 2 stitches. Decrease using the last 2 stitches. For row 4, we will chain 1 and turn, and decrease using the 2 stitches. Now we will single crochet a border around the entire inner earpiece. So start by single crocheting 2 stitches down this side, and then single crochet 4 stitches down the bottom edge. Now single crochet 2 stitches up this side here as well. Slip stitch in that first stitch to end the border. After this row, we will fasten off, leaving a long tail. Now we will repeat this process for our second inner earpiece. Here I have my 2 pieces done, and now it's time to sew the ears together. Start by cutting this smaller tail here and hiding the tails on one of these pieces. Now, using the tail we left from this inner earpiece, we will sew it on to this orange earpiece here. So with the right side of the orange earpiece facing up and the inner earpiece facing down, we are just going to sew all around these two pieces until they are tightly secured. Now we can hide this tail. Now we will sew these two orange pieces together. Start by hiding this smaller tail here and using the tail we left from this piece to sew the pieces together. The wrong sides should be facing each other. So now I will just finish this ear here, and we will just repeat this process for the second ear as well. I will meet you back after I have completed both ears. Okay, so now here I have both ear pieces done. Here I like to shape the ears a bit just by pressing down in the center. Now we will sew our ears to our head. We will be sewing our ears on round 13 of the head cap. Now we will align our ears to our facial piece and pin the ear in place. Now we will cut a long piece of our orange colored yarn . We will use this to sew our ear in place. So here we're just going to begin by sewing the back of the ear to the head. Now we will move on to sew the front of the ear to the head here as well. You can now hide the tails. Now we will just repeat this process for the other ear on the opposite side of the head. So again, the ear will just be placed on row 13 and be lined up with the edge of the facial piece. We can go ahead and finish sewing this, and I'll meet you back when that is completed. Okay, so now the ears are sewn down. Now we're going to be making the nose on our fox. So taking the brown color in our crochet hook, we are going to be starting a magic ring. In the magic ring, we will chain 1 and single crochet 2 stitches. Now we can double crochet, then single crochet 3 stitches. Double crochet once more, and single crochet 2 stitches. Now close the magic ring, single crochet in that first stitch of the round. Slip stitch in the next stitch. Now we will fasten off, leaving a long tail. Now we will hide the smaller tail from the magic ring into our nose. Now we will sew our nose onto the muzzle of our fox. So here we're just going to place the nose in the center of the muzzle, and it should just go right underneath those orange stitches from that facial piece. We can now pin the nose in place. Now we will sew around our entire nose, making sure to get under the muzzle and nose stitches to secure them together. Now you can hide the tail. Now that our nose piece is secured and sewn on, we'll be moving on to making the eyes on our fox. So here we will gather the colors of your choice. Starting with the black colored yarn, we're going to make a magic ring of 10 single crochet. Now we will close the magic ring. And switching to the eye colored yarn of your choice, here I'm using blue, we are just going to break apart one of the strings of ply, so that we only have 3 strings remaining. Now we will be slip stitching in the next 5 stitches with this new colored yarn. We will then fasten off our yarns, leaving a long tail. Now we'll be sewing the highlights onto our eye. So taking our white colored yarn, we're going to break our ply into 2 strands only. Then use this to sew 2 lines in the corner of our eye. Here we're just going to do one by where we fastened off our blue. And a shorter one at the bottom here as well. Now we repeat this for our second eye. Here I have my 2 eyes. When adding the highlights for the other eye, we will mirror the highlights so that we have a left and a right eye. Now we're sewing our eyes onto our fox. The eye should align where the muzzle starts and should be one stitch away from that facial piece. Now we can pin the eye in place. Now using the tail we left, we will sew all around the eye, making sure to get under the eye and head stitches to secure the two pieces together. So now we're going to add an eyelash detail. This is optional, but if you were hoping to do so, you would start by just sewing a slanted line on the corner of our eye. Now we will go over the same slanted line until we like the thickness of our eyelash. Here I go over the same line 2 times. Now we can hide the tails. Now we'll just repeat the same process for our other eye on the opposite side of our face. We have now completed the head of our fox. Great job! The remaining parts of the pattern for the video tutorial is available in part 2 now. and I will put that link for you in the description below. You can find the links to find the full written pattern shop there also. I would love to see your projects and what you have done, so be sure to find me on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok and tag me there. Also subscribe here and comment what pattern or tutorial you would like to see next. Bye!